everyone, this is Larry. Welcome back to TodayIFeelLike.com. Today we are going to take a look at the Polar Grit X Outdoor Multisport watch. This thing looks like it is going to be absolutely incredible, so I'm really looking forward to trying it out. So let's go ahead, unbox it, try it on, and then try it out. So here we go. Okay, so here we have it. This is the Polar Grit X Outdoor Multisport watch, and we can see a little bit what it's going to look like right here on the front photo. Let's take a look around the box here. On this side, it's nothing, it's a little sticker there. On the back here, it says, reach new highs. Take your training to new highs and optimize your performance with Polar Grit X, the outdoor multisport watch designed for the moments when the road is not enough and new goals are waiting off the beaten track. So yeah, it looks like there are 130 plus sports profiles. You have customizable settings within those. There is a nightly recharge, nightly recovery measurement. So this tells you how much you've recovered overnight. You have your Training Load Pro, which is your training load tracking. It is compatible with Komoot. It also has ultra long battery life with multiple power save options. You have hill splitters, so you get detailed uphill and downhill stats. And fuel-wise, a smart fuel reminder. So smart fueling reminder, which tells you, if you need to actually drink something or eat something. So if you're running a marathon, you may need to drink some water or some Gatorade or something, or take one of the gels. Same thing if you're cycling, you may need to take some gels or eat some jelly beans or something like that and hydrate. So yeah, we can see here it says Discover Polar Flow. So that is the app here that you can get. It works with Bluetooth. There's nothing on that side, nothing on that side. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the watch, and then let's get this thing on so I can try it out. So there are some little stickers right here on the side there. So I'm gonna go ahead and need to cut through that. So let me grab my handy dandy box opener here, and let's just cut right through that tape there. That should be good enough. And let's pull it out and see. Yeah, look at that. That watch looks really, really nice from there. That is a beautiful looking watch. All right, let's go ahead and take this out of the packaging there. And man, that is a fantastic looking watch. Man, that is beautiful. We have a little bit of just the branding markings right there. The little red dot for Polar. Same thing on the function button right here, or the enter button. There are 3 buttons on this side. I'm not sure what each one of them does. And then there are 2 more buttons on this side. So we have 3 on this side and 2 more on this side. So we'll have to see what those do. We also have a number of sensors on the bottom here. So it looks like there are 4 different sensors there, and then there's like a whole cross pattern array of sensors there. So some of this is going to be your heart rate sensor technology. I think some of it may be checking for skin moisture and such, so that you can make sure that it can determine your hydration levels and all of that. So there's a lot in here. I'm gonna have to go and figure out what all of these things are, but there is a lot in there. So let's see what else we have in the box here with us. So it looks like we are gonna have a charger here, and there is more in here as well. So let's see, what else do we have in there? That's that. So it looks like we have some documentation in here. Looks like it says the getting started guide, safety information. We'll set all that off to the side. Yeah, don't need the get started guide just yet. I'll get this thing set up offline, and then I'm going to test it out and see how it works. But let's just take a look at the charger. Now, this is one thing I really wish that these watches, all these sports and fitness watches, I really wish either they can come up with a standard charger, a universal charger, or if they can just use like USB-C, which is already a universal charger. So you can just see here, it's sort of a plate looking thing, and you can just set it, you set it on there, and just like that, it then will start to charge once you have it hooked up. So it's a magnetic It's a magnetic charging connection, and it looks like it's connecting to these little 4 dots right there. So those little 4 things may be the charging ports, the charging connectors, and the cross pattern might be the sensors there. So yeah, and the other end just has a standard USB connection on there. So once you have this connected, you can plug this into a computer or a power bank, or use a power brick to actually plug it into the wall. So whatever it is that you need to get this charged up, you have multiple options with this. So yeah, that's it. The band is a pretty it's a pretty good feeling. It's not too thick, but it's definitely thick. It's just not like overly thick. Some of these bands I have felt have been like overly thick where they're a little uncomfortable. This is a nice flexible band. I believe it's made out of like a rubber latex sort of feeling. It's got a little bit of a texture on the top of it, which I like. It's sort of like it's sort of like a fabric-y sort of texture on the top part there. On the bottom part is definitely a rubberish type of feel. That's something that's very easy to clean, and I like that there. So I believe there's a little pin here that makes this easy to take off. So I don't want to take this off because I actually don't have another band to put on, but it looks like you can actually, it looks like this band actually will come off if you do that. So if you want to switch it out, it looks like you have a fairly easy, quick release watch band there. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and actually get this thing. I'm gonna get this thing set up with my phone and then and try it out and see. I don't really know what I need to do with my phone. It does send all kinds of messages and stuff through. You can get the app on there. So I'm gonna go through and get all of that done. But because it does have GPS built in, and let me just show you some of the features it has actually. Let me go ahead and let's hop on the website, and I'll show you what they actually offer as far as some of the specs and whatnot. And then and then I'm gonna actually put the watch on. We'll see. Let me just put it on right now. Let me take my Apple Watch off. Let me grab this and just put it on my. Let me just put it on my wrist right now. We can see what that looks like. And let's see. I don't want to put it too tight there. Let's back it up a little bit, and we'll get it about there. And yeah, I like that. That feels pretty good so far. Let's see if we can get this. Now these straps do the strap holders are nice and snug, which I really like. Sometimes these things are too loose and they don't really work well. I like the ones that are actually nice and snug that keep the straps in place. So yeah, that is a really good looking watch right there. Yeah, I like that. It's not too big, it's not too small, and I think that works well. So yeah, all right. Let me go ahead and get this thing charged up and get it going and paired up to my phone so it's going to work the way I want it to work, and get the app downloaded, and then I'll give you my first impressions. All right, I have my iPad. I'm at the Polar site. Let's go ahead and look up the watch and see what it has to offer as far as some of the specs here. So right here we can see the watch here, and we've already seen it in person. We have it right here, but we can see the price right here, which is $429.95 or $430. This is a really competitively priced watch. I have seen some of the other outdoor multi-sport fitness watches that run, $500, $600, $700. Some of them are even upwards over $1,000. So at $430, this is a really, really good deal, I think, with all the features that they're offering with it. We have some information about their app. This is one thing I like here, is that they actually have different bands that you can get. So we can see here, this is the paracord red. We have the paracord blue. We have the brown leather there, or leather brown. We also have the green tundra, the black tundra, the silicone black, which is the one I have here, and then we have the silicone green and silicone white. I really like these. I think they look fantastic. I'm really a fan of the silicone white and the green and the red. I mean, they all look really great. I think I most like that paracord red. I'm a big fan of that. And I think I like the black and the white as well. They all look really, really nice. So you can always buy new bands, so if you have one, you just want to switch them up, you can definitely switch them up. So let's scroll down a bit here, and we'll take a look at the tech specs. We can see here that it weighs 44 grams with the watch band and 44 without. It has a 1.2-inch resolution screen, or 240 by 240. We also have a 346 milliamp hour battery inside, so that you can get 7 days in watch mode with continuous heart rate tracking. So if you're tracking your heart rate all day, all night, while you're sleeping, whatever, so that you can know what your heart rate is while you're sleeping, this is going to do it for 7 days. Now, you also are going to be able to get 40 hours in training mode, and you'll be able to get GPS usage while you're doing that. So 40 hours is, I mean, that's a full work week. So, you know, I mean, I guess if you trained for 8 hours a day for a full 5-hour work week, then you're going to be good. You'll probably only need to charge this watch once a week. So yeah, this is really nice here. So, you know, the watch has the time and date and alarm and snooze. It has Bluetooth low energy for connectivity, custom USB cable for charging and data synchronization. It has multiple languages for English, German, French, Italian, Dutch, Norwegian, Spanish, Portuguese, Swedish, Finnish, Danish, Polish, Russian, Turkish, Indonesian, Czech, Japanese, and Chinese simplified. Woo! There are a lot of languages available. So it has a lot of sensors in there. It's compatible with all standard BLE heart rate sensors and running cadence and power sensors, as well as cycling speed, cadence, and power sensors. It has the wristband is a comfortable and durable silicone. The operating temperatures are -20 to 50 degrees Celsius. So, I mean, you can be in the most blistering, freezing cold, or you can be in as hot as Hades. This thing is still going to function and operate. So, yeah, that's just amazing. It is tested against military standards. It has various sizing. The wrist size, you have a wrist circumference of 130 to 190 millimeters for the small, and the medium to large is 145 to 215, so you should be just fine. If you have a very small wrist, you can get the smaller wristband. If you have a medium to large wrist, you just go ahead and get the medium to large, and that should cover you. So yeah, it's waterproof. It says it's waterproof to WR 100, which I believe is 100 meters. So that is, I mean, you could probably scuba dive in this thing, I would imagine. I'm not sure how that works out with all the pressure and everything. But if you're swimming, especially if you're doing multi-sport stuff where you are doing a triathlon or something, you'll be fine swimming with this, whether it's in regular freshwater or seawater. You're going to be good to go. So it does have a compass. It has a magnometer based compass available in training mode. No GPS needed, so you're going to be able to have that regardless. So the nice thing about that is that with no GPS needed is that if you're running, say, in the woods or something, and you're under a lot of heavy cover from the trees and you can't get the GPS because it's blocked out, you'll still be able to have your compass there. That's where no GPS is needed. So that's really nice. So yeah, there is a lot to love about this. As you can see, these are some of the accessories that you have. I mean, this is fantastic. This watch is really looking great, and I can't wait to get it on and try it out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on, try it out, and I'll just do a little testing and let you know what I think about it later when I do my full review. All right, so I have the watch all set up now. Everything is as it should be. And I have to say, so far, so good. It's very, very comfortable. I have to say, I'm really enjoying the weight of it because I have some other fitness watches that are a little bit heavier or a lot a bit heavier, and they really become burdensome a little bit. You really feel that weight on your wrist after a while. And so it's nice to have something that feels nice, is a decent size, has a little bit of weight so that you know it's there, but not so much weight that it becomes an issue. So now there are some first impressions of things that I like and don't like about this watch. I'll go into more in depth about them later. One of them is the setup and pairing process for me was not all that easy. You're supposed to either be able to pair it with just your phone or you can connect it to your computer. I could not get it to pair up with my phone. I have a latest edition phone. I have an iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is Apple's flagship phone. I could not get this to pair up with it, straight out of the box. I had to connect it to my computer and pair it that way. Once I had it paired and synced up that way, then I was able to pair it up with my phone just fine. So the other thing is that I didn't realize that this was actually a touchscreen. I'm loving it. I can swipe through and touch, swipe through the different menus and stuff on my screen on the watch. That's totally awesome. I love buttons, but sometimes it's just easier to swipe. I didn't realize it was actually a touchscreen, so big ups to Polar on that. I'm really, really enjoying that. So I'm going to go more in depth with all of these various features and talk about different things during my review. So please make sure you check back for that. And I'm going to leave links to this watch down in the video description so that you can check it out and get more information and, or pick up one if you're interested. I'm also going to leave links to my Amazon page and all my social media contacts so you can reach me elsewhere. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel. And follow me on Facebook. And I am Larry with TodayIFeelLike.com. Thanks for coming back to see me. Come back and see me soon. And until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace.